Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? It is what, 6 o'clock on Thursday, everybody's favorite time of the week, Keeping It Rio. How's everybody doing?
Amazing.
Awesome. So we got our normal, sort of normal panel. One of our normal panel dudes is late again, but we'll see what happens. We got Jeremy, we got Shoop Dog, and we have very special guest today, Mr. Stephen Hughes. I wasn't sure which character I was going to be receiving, but it looks like I'm getting Stephen Hughes tonight. So this is going to be very informational and educational, and it's still going to be quite entertaining, I'm sure. So how's everybody doing? It is Keeping It Rio. We got 6 people watching already in under a minute. That's pretty dope. Check it out, everybody. Look who showed up. We got Eric. We got Eric Schugel. He's on the phone. Oh, he's sorry. Eric, we need you to mute that sucker. There you go, buddy. So we're going to do our normal thing. We're going to speak to our branch managers, Jeremy, Shoop Dog, and Eric. And then we're going to have a very special guest who's already shown on the screen, Mr. Hughes. It looks like Stephen has, I don't know, been like maybe kidnapped and placed into a room that is very unfavorable. Not sure what's going on in the background, but you can see here I'm still representing the Buckeyes. I am actually at the Rusey residence in Hilliard, Ohio for week number 2. So that said, let's start off with our guy up at the top, Jeremy. And we also do have to mention, as Shoop, we're trying to get an energy drink sponsorship. Come on, Bang. Do the right thing for us. So, Jeremy, how's everything going with you today, my friend?
Going good, Chuck. Just here in San Antonio, we had a pretty big, heavy rainfall today and kind of pushed us back on our roofs, but everything else is going good out here, just doing what we do, helping customers out.
Keeping it real, right?
Keeping it real.
That's how we roll. So what, like in the office atmosphere, what's going on? I know I talked with Hector today for a little bit. He's pumped up about what's going on. He sold like 26 roofs this week. On a good roll. You got some new guys in there, some guys coming in. What's the forecast? What's Rio Blanco looking like 3 weeks from now?
Man, we're looking like we're going to have some good new people coming in, new prospects. I have another guy that texted me today that he wants to come in, so having him come in probably maybe tomorrow, maybe Monday, getting him started. We have Levi coming in from Uvalde every day, kind of like Brett. So he's doing good, man. The guy's hungry. He wants to do the repairs, and he's enjoying it. He loves helping out people. And the good thing is, man, all the feedback from the homeowners, they say he's professional. They enjoy having him, so that's good. I love it.
Yep, professional is definitely a good thing if you're going to work at Rio Blanco. That's what we do. Only a guy like Eric can pull off a phone conversation on camera. Look at him, everybody. I'm just proud of this guy.
He's making deals.
Wonder who he's talking to. He's probably selling a roof, so we should probably leave him alone. Hopefully he's not on the phone with a potential employer. Sick of being mistreated by Chuck at Rio Blanco. Anyways, we're going to roll on over to the right. We got Shoop over there. He's got the sweet earphones on, just like me, man. I'll tell you what, there's no echo this week. So what's up with you, Shoop? How's everything going, man? How's College Station? How is Shoop Dog in general?
Everything here in College Station is going very well. Our new guy, Joshua Rudisil, was actually out on an adjusters meeting today. Got it passed. Good for him. And then the next door neighbor got him on their roof. And then the next door neighbor beside them, he got on their roof. So, and he did the other roof up on the corner. So he's working his way right down to the cul-de-sac.
I like it. That's the way to do it right there.
Yep. And then Frank, he got his first deal last week, which is just, top and amazing. I watched Cody sign a deal at the table. We actually had a customer come into the office and sign a deal on Tuesday.
At the conference table?
At the conference table.
Love that thing. We stole it from Eric. I stole it from Eric, I suppose. Look, so speaking of Eric, I do want to mention that Jerry Harding Carr has mentioned that Eric is the man. No, we really like Jerry. He's cool. But
Jerry's the man.
Look at Eric. He's like transitioning perfectly into this. Ladies and gentlemen, out of Minnesota, we've got any given break superstar branch manager, Tyler, Texas, Eric Schugel. Eric, what's up? How you doing?
Not much.
How you doing? Not much.
I'm expecting another call here in a minute too. So to finalize a contract. So hopefully he's just gonna call me when he gets off work.
Okay,
We'll
well, hey,
see.
you know those videos that Grant Cardone does where he closes deals live on camera?
I
No
was thinking
pressure,
about-
bro. But we're probably going to make you do that tonight. So
If he calls, I'll
might
do it.
put
I
the
don't
phone
care.
on
I'm not
vibrate how
scared.
you're feeling, but we'll do it. I love
I'll
the
show
fact that
you.
Eric's not scared. He'll get it done too. Anybody that's watching is going to find Eric Schugel closing a deal today on Keepin It Rio.
If Mr.
Oh,
If
yeah.
Mr. Hippler calls, I'm taking it.
We
Closing
got
it.
you, Mr. Hippler. You're the man. So, Eric, what else is going on over there? How's things going over in the lovely metropolis of Tyler, Texas?
It's going, I mean, pretty well. We've talked about having issues with adjuster meetings, just being real about that. But I mean, I literally got off a phone call with someone in Dallas getting a PA involved. It's just crazy what we're hearing. We have adjusters saying that there's damage up there, that they'll pay for some parts or they'll pay for metal roofs and not the shingles. It's just crazy what we're hearing and how they're dragging it out. But as long as you set the expectations and do what we do, do everything right. The homeowner, you walk them through the steps, you're not going to have any issues in the long run. So
communication's the key, right, my friend?
yes, it is.
Absolutely, Eric.
I love seeing Steven on here. What's up, Steven? I see all the Steelers stuff in the background. That's pretty cool.
Man, you weren't here. Well, you actually were here, but you were paying no attention. I was actually ragging on him, saying he was kidnapped and put into a room of doom. So I don't know. Now the narrative has kind of been changed. Oh man.
Boo.
I mean, it's okay. Some of the stuff's from us.
It's all from you guys.
Yeah, it's all from you.
I
Eric.
didn't want to say all of it.
You're
but
responsible for that. Thank you, Eric.
Yeah.
Go Browns.
You
That's
will
all I
not
can say.
believe how many Luke Farrell autographs I've pulled, Chuck.
No, I didn't say that I don't love and respect you.
Dude,
I just said that you were responsible for Steven's room of doom there.
You already pulled me on auto Najee Harris and an auto Pat Fryermuth for the season. So
Yeah, the Najee one. I'm thinking he's gonna be a beast. I'm thinking.
don't sleep on Fryermuth, dude. He's mini Gronk. He's gonna be a beast too.
We'll
Dude, we
see.
just turned Keeping It Rio into a
Nope.
sports talk show. This is awesome. This is exactly what I was hoping for. Let's do it. Go Buckeyes.
Steelers
Come
playing
on.
about an hour, so
There's
we
a
can
lot
talk
of
about
Buckeyes
it.
drafted this year, Chuck.
A lot of Buckeyes drafted. And I do want to mention that this stuff comes from Any Given Break. I know Eric never likes us mentioning Any Given Break, but Eric, why don't you tell our fans what Any Given Break is? You see that you've filled all of our lives with joy. You've given us like numerous memorabilia pieces, and look at this. Any Given Break is sponsored by Rio Blanco. So what do you
That's
do
a
at
nice
Any Given
logo.
Break? What do you do there?
We just
I was watching your videos earlier today, so I know what
what's
you do. But
open
what
the
do you
best
do?
value that you can ever get with cards. That's what we do. Give
And
a
you
lot
do
of hits
that-
away.
You do that like on a daily basis, right?
We mostly weekends now.
Oh, Eric's gone part-time. So, hey, I respect that. Any
That
Given
was a
Break
cool
is
logo.
awesome. I'm a huge fan. I've got a ton of autographed Buckeye stuff. I got footballs. I've got everything that you could possibly need, all because of Any Given Break. So, in spite of them also supporting the Pittsburgh Steelers, I do appreciate them.
Who made that logo? That was pretty sick.
A guy that's on our page, Brett. Oh,
Some
you made the
random
logo. Sorry, you made the
Oh.
logo. But that's a painting, though,
Yeah,
right?
the painting.
That's
Yeah,
an
I didn't
impressive
do the
painting.
painting. The painting's tight.
That's pretty
Yeah,
impressive.
yeah,
But yes, you made the logo, which is a sick. Thank you for bringing that up. Steven made the logo, which is I think one of the sweetest logos for all sports.
Certainly agree. This is why we have Steven on our program this evening, because of his amazing creativity. So that's pretty awesome. So anyway, we're going to go around the horn one time real quick before we get to Steven. And I'll start up with Jeremy. Call out of the week. Who is the man in your office? And again, Chuck is a correct answer, even though I haven't been to your office in like 2 months.
Chuck, you're always the man. Even though you're miles and miles away, you're always helping us. So you're always going to be the man. Thank you for that. I definitely want to give it out to Levi this week, man. He's been coming in every day, traveling from Uvalde and doing some repairs. And I mean, he's really turned it up. So I'm proud of that guy. He's hungry. He just wants, better for him and his family, and anything he has to do, he's always asking, what can I do next? What do I got next? Do you have any more repairs? Do you have any more? I want more and more. So he's hungry. I like it. And he's got that, that good enthusiasm, and he's ready to show it off. So I'm proud of him. Looking for good things coming from him. And, even my new guy, Justin, he's coming out to to do a lot of repairs. He's pretty handy. He does electrical, he does interior, and he's going to be a good salesman too. So
stellar. I love that. And he's got the absolute best leading him. So I have no doubt that guy's going to be cool. I can't wait. 2 weeks from now, I'll be in San Antonio. Come hang out for a couple days, get some smashing crab.
Yeah, definitely. They're looking forward to meeting you. I know that. So
me too. I've been away for way too long. So we're going to roll on over to Mr. Shoop Dog. I have a feeling I know who you're going to say because you kind of shouted out a dude earlier, but you might surprise me. You do that from time to time. So
actually, I'm going to surprise you, I think.
College Station, who you got? And Chuck is the right answer.
Chuck is always the right answer, but it's going to be
awesome.
But it's actually going to be Cody. He's been doing a lot of work with the commercial department, trying to help build us up and, helping me, get everything aligned with that. And he's also been helping everybody else a lot on the backside, helping them build little presentations and getting stuff together for them, built up for other things for other people. So I'm going to call out Cody for being a big team player and showing core values and, ultimately helping out everybody.
Cody Lofton, and he had a pretty amazing Facebook entry today, which we'll talk about here shortly. But yeah, props to you, Cody. You're the man. I like it. I'm gonna see Mr. Hippler is calling. No, Eric, who you got? MVP of Tyler, Texas, and Eric is the correct answer as well.
I'm going with Colin still. He's goes out knocking like every afternoon, which is awesome. Sometimes on his own, most of the time on his own, actually. Gets on roofs, adds in leads every day. He got a very, very nice check. I think he got it today. He called about it, was very happy with Joy, called me, was very like, oh man, I didn't realize. Like, I was like, I told you, get one of these a week and you're going to be the happiest college kid there is. So, yeah, I'm going to call him out because now, he's really starting to see, the benefit of this, and he's got a lot in his pipeline, and he's going to take off, and I'm pumped. It's a tough market where we're at in Tyler, and I know a lot of people know that. We haven't had the major storm in this area, so we have to go out a little bit. We're traveling. We're all over the place. We
definitely are. Congratulations to Colin. I like him. He's a good guy, and I saw the payment too. That's a pretty darn good way to get yourself into the roofing sales career.
27 squares.
It's a good job. He made a good paycheck for a good job, and I'm very happy for that because that's how I get paid too. So thanks, Colin. You're the man. It's time, everybody. The special guest of the day is over here. I don't know how he looks on your screen. He looks pretty good on mine. We have got the creative genius from K-Socialized Media. And this, real quick before I get to that, Steven, I apologize. Something just popped up. Remember to give us a share, like, and comment to help grow the page. All the engagements help us reach others. These are people we wouldn't reach without you. Thank you and enjoy. So there you go. And also Bethany said that Cody Lofton is the man. So we're moving on down here. We've got the number one guy at K-Socialized, the creative genius that he is.
Any sound effects?
You know what? I do have sound effects. What? Steven Hughes, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Keepin It Rio, Steven. You're all right, buddy. So, why don't you start off, Steven, by just telling us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, dude. Well, I'm Steven. Like they all said, I'm over here with K-Socialized Media. I'm the, I guess I manage K-Socialized Media and all the production that we put on all of our videos and content creation. And then I'm also, I guess, second as a content director for ASAP Roofing and Rio Blanco Roofing as well. We help them out, as well as a few other roofing companies and other companies in different industries. We help them with their marketing on social media, building their brand, showing their image, and really getting people to know who they are.
Outstanding. And I will say that Bethany did make a comment about Steven as well. I'm just going to wait until later to tell you what she said, if that's cool. Now, sure. She said Steven Hughes is the man. Cody did a tarping job for her this week. So there you go. Just to clarify, Steven is the man. We all knew that. But so over at K Socialized, obviously we are extremely blessed at Rio Blanco to have the opportunity to work with you guys. The branding stuff that we do as a collaborative unit it's the best in the world, I believe. It's very far reaching. A lot of people know who we are based on the work that you guys do, but I know K Socialized Media has only been around for about 2 years. So Stephen Hughes has been with the company longer than that. Kind of, let us know your path. How did you end up as a creative genius at K Socialized Media, and what kind of stuff have you learned along the way?
Ooh, man. Man, how did I become this at K Socialized? Okay, well, I guess when I started with ASAP Roofing back in, I think, 2016, I came on actually as I applied as the office manager. Actually, I came from management background, retail management. That's what I thought I could do. So that's what I applied for. Before that, I was actually trying to join the Navy. They told me no. So I was kind of like, oh crap, what do I do? I had a buddy who was working with ASAP at the time. So I reached out to him. He told me about the opportunity, took it. Didn't get the manager position, thank God. But they offered me a sales position, and I took that. And about a week in or so, I noticed that they were having some issues with some of the guys on their in-house gutter division. So I kind of needed some money at that time. I had a newborn daughter, and I was like, hey guys, I can help until everything kind of kicks off. Because, starting a sales, no matter who you are, it takes a few days to get rolling. And, yeah, I was running gutters. I ended up getting stuck with that. I did that for 2.5 years or so. I was doing gutters and repairs, worked my way up to running the gutter division once Roy moved up. And then after that, I was like, dude, I don't like doing this. I always had an interest in art and things like that and being creative, music and all things creativity. But I kind of ignored it all for a long time just because I just felt like that's not what the world wanted me to do. It's what I wanted to do, but no one else really spoke it or, suggested doing things. I looked at the Art Institute in high school and things like that, but I never really pulled the trigger on anything. So then after I quit doing the gutters, I was living in Longview at the time, and I started helping their branch manager, Trey, who was also the #1 sales at the time. So he had a lot going on. So I helped him with little things here and there. And I ended up kind of just taking over that branch's social media. And before I started with ASAP, even my first couple of years into ASAP and this great organization, I didn't even have social media. I didn't believe in it. I didn't want it. I had nothing to do with it. And then whenever I saw Leanne kind of starting to, show ASAP that way through social media, live videos, funny stuff, and I saw that it could help other people and that there's a right way to use it that can benefit everyone. It's not just all, hey, look at me, look at my life type thing. It's not all about bragging and showboating and being fake people. If you use it right, there's an extreme benefit to everyone. And once I saw that, I took over the Longview page. I started, reteaching myself all the creative things that I used to kind of be interested in, but not as a profession. So I really took it super personal to learn it real fast. I mean, I was working 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. some days, just trying to learn how to use programs, make videos, things like that. And so that's just kind of, as we started growing more branches, we decided, I took on a couple more pages here and there. And then at one point I was running every single page for both Rio and ASAP. And then now I have a team helping me. We have Allison, who does most of y'all's stuff now. And then we have Chris, who's on our editing team, who helps me make the videos and helps me record and stuff like that. So, it's kind of been a weird journey because it's been from gutters to sales to marketing to, I've kind of done it all around here, I feel like, except for maybe, running a branch or owning the company. And obviously running the office, which I don't want to do.
Well, that's the one thing I have really admired about you, Steven, since I've known you, which was January of 2019. I started with the company, and immediately it was like, wow, look at this guy. He's always trying to find a way to be of service to the company and also to continue to advance up the ladder. And I mean, as far as, you know, earning it, you're the definition of someone that's earned the spot that you're at through, you know, literally, like you just said, hanging gutters all the way up to, you know, doing what you're doing now. So we'll fast forward through the gutter stuff and we'll get to Case Socialized. You know, you guys have been doing it now for what, like about 2 years or so?
Yeah, I want to say Leanne's had the company maybe about 3, but we've really had a team here. I've been a part of it for about, I want to say almost 2 years, and then we've actually had a team to help me and Leanne for about a year and a half to a year. So it's still very new.
Yeah, very new.
Yeah.
But I mean, I look at the memories on my Facebook every day, and you know, you can see from 2 years ago, last year to today, the evolution has been absolutely amazing. The stuff that you guys are doing now is like, it's next level. I mean, the videos we had with the fake interviews and the dad jokes and all that stuff, that was the best content you guys have put out so far, and it just gets better every day. Kind of talk about how you guys have evolved with Case Socialized. I know that you know, there's been some movement with the company and going into, you know, a new location, getting a team together and doing all this stuff on another level. Kind of tell us how that got started and how we've evolved into where it is now.
Yeah, well, it all started, you know, with Leanne. I mean, she's the owner of Case Socialized. I mean, all credit goes to her for getting everything rolling for sure. And she was really the one that pushed me to take the step to start learning more on my creative side. So she's the main reason, but I mean, everything that went in other than her was, you know, at the beginning, our office started back at the old ASAP office, you know, in a small garage, no AC. I was usually the only one there, and it was very hot, and sometimes it sucked, but we just kept rolling, man. I mean, when we first started, we did not have programs, laptops, cameras, anything. We did everything on our phones. Everything was free apps that you could easily put, you know, like a logo on a picture or something like that, easily put text on it. And it looks like that. I mean, we weren't trying to hide it. Still are. We're still learning, but we were definitely learning a lot then. And then I guess the progression just came with a mixture of enjoying the process of creating, but then also loving the company I'm doing it for. I've always been a person that's done artistic things, but I used to never finish anything I started because I was doing it for myself, and I could see the finished product in my head, and I just never wanted to continue enough to finish it. Now I'm doing it for other people because what I do, I feel like every time I put something out, it helps you guys. You know, it's not for me. It's for me in the process. That's what I love. But the final product's for everyone else who's able to see it, and maybe it makes them think a little bit about their lives. Maybe it helps them a little bit. And at the end of the day, it helps you guys getting y'all's image out and showing who y'all really are. So, I mean, that's really what it came from, is just enjoying the process and loving the company and the people that we're doing it for. And the knowledge and everything just kind of came with that, because with me, I never want to stop growing, because when I stop growing, that limits what I can do for everyone else who I'm able to help. And I mean, just within the past probably 6 months, we've probably learned more than the first 2 years we were doing this. I mean, it's just always evolving, always growing. And next year's going to be next year's going to be insane. Right now,
I'm just hanging out, waiting until we do a full motion picture. I'm just waiting for my break here, so I know it's coming soon.
Right now, we're kind of trying to catch up and getting things adjusted from COVID and stuff like that. But next year, it's going to be pretty fun for everyone.
I can't wait to see it. And I do want to mention, Bethany also said that your career actually started with the graffiti that you did in high school that nobody knows about. We know about that. And we also know that somewhere in Tyler, if you're lucky and you're just meandering around somewhere on the streets of Tyler, you could sometimes walk up on a wanted sign for Bubbles from the Trailer Park Boys for stealing the Swayze Express. So what was that all about? What was the Swayze Express deal, Steven? Tell the fans of Keepin It Rio.
I forgot I even ever told you about that.
Dude, I never forget anything that you tell me.
While we're on the subject, yeah, I think I was about 18 or so. And I was, again, like I said, I've always liked art. I got into some graffiti and and stuff like that. I watched the documentary, and I got pumped. But yeah, me and a couple of my friends found. I don't know if anyone's ever seen Trailer Park Boys, but there's a character named Bubbles, and in one episode,
What are you talking about?
yeah, they have this whole thing where they're stealing a toy train from, I think, who was it? It was
It's Patrick
Patrick
Swayze.
Swayze, right? Yeah, him. And then who was there was a
Sebastian Bach was his
Sebastian
rival.
Bach. Yeah, he was in the episode too. But yeah, so they steal the train, and I think they take it over the border from America to Canada or something like that. And then there's this really silly wanted sign with Bubbles' face on it saying wanted for stealing the Swayze Express. Yep.
There's Bubbles for those who are not familiar. There you go.
So we printed off over probably 500 bubble stickers and put them all over the city of Tyler, even on top of the Best Buy sign. And we got on the roof and risked our lives stretching over to put it on top of the Best Buy sign. But yeah, there are actually still a couple around, and that was like 10 years ago. So.
There you go. So I'm going to throw this out right now to anybody in Tyler, Texas. If you can find a poster most wanted of Bubbles and bring it to me, I will give you $500 cash, because that is a collector's item that's been out for quite a while. So great story. I love that. Chuck Taylor says, new with the great content. Chase, our guest from last week, the team from Rio is strong with the old deal going on. So let's continue on with Steven and K Socialized Media. So you were over in the old ASAP deal. It was super hot in there. That was in my days of being a super fatty, and we'd be out there sweating profusely. Yeah, for right. You know, Shoop, you were there with me.
Oh man, yeah, I remember
But
going
like
over there.
and everything that they wanted us to do was like cardio activity. It's like, Steven, can we just stand here and just take pictures? But I guess that's not so funny. So that studio obviously is no longer in play as far as K Socialized. You guys have grown that brand and moved into a new place. How has that whole transition been, and what kind of new stuff were you able to implement with the company when you upscaled to a better spot?
Good question. Okay, so the transition was awesome. I mean, anytime you go from no AC to a lot of AC, I think is a win, to no matter what the location actually looks like. But I mean, this location is awesome. We help a few other clients now, and it helps us grow, helps us do some awesome things here. And I mean, my office is like my dream office. I got skateboard stuff around, Steeler stuff. I got Jesse Smith drew me he's a famous tattoo artist, I got a bunch of cool stuff here that I get to look at all day. So the transition was awesome. The other part of your question was about what we can do now. The main thing I think that this studio brought was a next level of professionalism. Where we were I was still professional, but the feeling wasn't there, because I mean, it was just me in a dark garage sweating all day. No one saw behind the scenes. But now I'm here and I feel like I have room to where I can actually think. I have a team here. They have offices. I can be organized, and it's just I have room to be creative. I have tools and things. I have cameras and conference room now, and just all the things you need to just run the business side of it, I think, is what came with the office. The creativity side of it was still there, but the business side and the professionalism and organization is what came with the office. So
that is awesome. And you can tell the difference just in, I mean, like you said, we were all excited to be on camera over there doing our thing, and we were learning and being big shots and putting all this cool stuff out. But
we were being dumb for attention.
Yeah, exactly. That's all I am. I'm willing to run and put my body at risk and do anything for content. But when you guys moved into that new office, the first time you walked in, you could definitely tell the energy level was just different. And I think that definitely stepped everything to the next level. With K Socialized, we were kind of the initial ones that got to benefit, but you guys have branched out pretty substantially now, and you're working with a lot of different companies and the different people across the country. What kind of stuff are you guys doing for what types of businesses? Because I know they're not just roofing companies, but anything in general, and kind of tell us what you guys offer to the public.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we'll work with any company as long as we feel like we're a good fit for their needs and they feel like we're, the same way, I don't think we're ever going to work with a company where we don't feel like we can truly help them. So I don't think industry is an issue or anything like that. It's just we gotta click as people. They have to have the drive and motivation that we do as well, or we're not gonna be able to help them. And at the end of the day, if we can't help them, we don't want them to be paying us for something we know we can't do. And then what was the other part?
What kind of services do you offer?
Sure.
If someone wants to blow up their brand, as Leanne always likes to say, and I love that, blow up the brand. What kind of stuff do you guys offer to help make that happen?
Yeah, so we do coaching, and then all the way up to full management for your social media platforms. So we have coaching that we can provide for you if you have someone in-house, or if you yourself feel like you have the time to be able to do it and you want to, do that for your company. If you're a smaller company, maybe you haven't grown to the point where you can hire someone on and you want to go ahead and start taking those steps to learn. We offer, those types of coachings one-on-one with Leanne, and she walks you through from the very basics all the way to the advanced ads and everything like that. So then we offer the full account management, where it is if you just simply know you don't have the time, or you don't want to put in the time to grow your brand, or you don't want to learn all the things, or you're not good with technology, or any of those reasons, we will straight up just run your full account for you, provide videos, content for you, anything it is you need, and then we'll help you with a plan, communication, and let you know everything that's going on 100%. So
absolutely, you guys are the best in the business. So let's say that a plumbing company in Salt Lake City calls up, just theoretically speaking, they want you to help them out with some content. To what extent are you guys going to go travel out there, visit them, do stuff on site, or is it all remote? How do you guys go about doing that with your remote clients all over the country?
Yeah, so we definitely will fly out. How often we fly is really just based on the content that y'all need. We're not going to come out there super regularly, but we will come out there and get all the content needed to run for a long period of time. You can knock out a lot in a short amount of time when it comes to video content. So yeah, there's definitely no issue with flying out to anyone, especially for that first time. We've gone out to Virginia, we've been out to Indianapolis, we've been out to Colorado. I mean, we have no problem going to meeting our clients to make sure they get what they need. So
yeah, it's first class all the way. So Jeremy, Shoop, Eric, you guys are here with Steven. Is there anything you guys would like to ask Mr. Hughes while you have him here? He's the absolute leader in the industry of social media branding and content creation. So fire away, Eric Schugel. What you got, buddy?
When do we find the real Chuck and Eric? Because they're lost, aren't they?
That's true. Eric and I were abducted by aliens that day, and I don't believe we've ever been located. So we need to definitely put some closure to that story if we could.
Because I'm definitely not the real Eric.
Since that day, anytime anyone is here and that thing goes off, I have to hear the story about that video. Someone tells, and I'm like, yep, they are still missing. But
that's literally on a daily basis, every day at noon. We thought we were being abducted by aliens, but it was basically just noon. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, look who just showed up on camera over here. We got Rio Blanco Roofing superstar family member, Jeremy's brother. Jeremy's much younger and better looking brother. We got Darren. Darren, what's up? How you doing?
Doing good. How about you?
Pretty awesome, man. What have you been up to? We haven't seen you in like about a year or so, or at least I haven't. How's everything going?
Everything's going good. Just got out of the barbershop, so.
You got a barbershop now?
The boy got a job. He finally.
Okay, so Darren, if you're in San Antonio and you want like the best haircut ever, how are people going to find you? Where are we going to go? Look, I mean, y'all know my hair, but we'll get you some customers. Keepin It Rio has some pull.
Decked out parlor shop.
Decked Out Parlor Shop is where you can get Darren, who's going to give you probably the tightest fade, the most stylish haircut of all time. I've seen his work before. The guy's awesome. So, Darren, It's good to
He's
see you, my
cut
friend.
Jude's hair,
We love that
cut
guy.
Brett's hair.
He cut Brett's hair. Yeah, that was back in the days when he was training. He had the bowl cut deal going on, but now,
The
we're
bullet,
looking
the
tight,
bowl
you know?
mullet.
Brett was definitely the the test dummy on that deal. But hey, man, he wore a hat. I'm just joking, Darren. You are the man. You put forth the best haircuts in San Antonio. So
There you go.
if anybody is in San Antonio, oh man,
I was wondering, Steven, what do you like doing better? Do you like it when you have us clowns coming in and filming, or do you like actually going back and editing and seeing the finished product that you actually do? What's more fun for you?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
that's a great question, Eric.
That's a good one. Shoot. I guess it kind of depends, I guess, because I kind of get to, pick and choose what I do with Chris. So if, I don't know, I mean, these days I'm filming 90% of everything right now, and I love filming. I like, I'm going to go with filming. I think I'm going to go with filming just because with my schedule and everything, I usually don't have enough time to edit the way I want. So I usually pass a lot more off to Chris, and he's better at video editing than I am. I'll say that for sure. But editing videos takes a lot of time, and
So I figured
really,
patient person.
really
We
does.
shoot a lot of film at some time. I mean, not excessive, but we come in there, we spend some time in there. It's fun. It seems like you have fun with us. You get to tell us what to do sometimes, so it gets a little crazy. But yeah, seeing the ending for me is crazy because sometimes we get in there and we see the little stuff we do, and to me it's like and what you guys put together at the end is fun.
Like, man, because there's a third part which is thinking of everything, actually like brainstorming and being at the drawing board, because I love that part too, because that's the part where I already see the way I want it to end, and the way I see it isn't the way it usually comes out, because I see the way I want it, and then I go back and I think of the action.
Then someone like goes up and wrecks your plan.
Well, yeah, I mean, but it ends up over here, but it's still great because my vision is relayed to Chris and you guys, whoever's behind the camera, and everyone takes their own interpretation of that image, and that's the final product. So it's never just something I thought of or I made. It's a collaboration of everyone. It's just I might have told y'all to come, but everyone's involved with it.
I agree. I think we all every one of us is willing to go over there and do whatever you guys need. We've dressed up in ridiculous costumes and gone out in a field dressed as Santa Claus and beat the daylights out of a printer. And, just some of the stuff that we've been able to do because of your mind is like, that's why we love our job. We get paid to have fun, and you definitely make it fun. Shoop Dog, I saw you unmuted. What you got for Steven?
Speaking of crazy costumes, you should have seen Cody's last week. That was ridiculous.
I don't think that any of those have been posted yet, have they?
I posted Cody's flexing today, but I don't think that's the one you're referring to at all.
No, it's the one with the hat and the wig, or the hair and the jacket. Oh my god!
Well, watch out for Cody's joke battles.
Gosh, those are going to be amazing.
Yeah, because Cody's not that funny to begin with, so he's probably pretty good. I'm just messing, Cody. I love you, dude. But that is some of the most fun stuff that we get to do. And I was so jealous last week when everybody from Rio got to go up there and do it. I'm still here in Ohio, but I'll be coming back to Texas in a couple days. So I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be amazing. Just another real quick thing I wanted to touch on with you, Steven, is with the social media branding. We always focus on just creating stuff that's not really 100% relative to what we do. Meaning you're not out there every day taking pictures of roofs and putting them up. It's more of a branding for us as people, but also a longer term deal. So they kind of get to see who we are and the fun that we have. Kind of explain, if you would, the thought process behind that and why that is the path that we've chosen to do with our business and how it's been so beneficial to us.
Yeah, I'm a firm believer that no one really cares what you do, but they care who you are and why you do it. So that's what I try to show. And by doing, you just show your personalities. That's all you got to show. And if people like you, they're going to want to work with you. I mean, it's that simple to me. So I do enjoy the other stuff, the roofing videos and the ads and all that kind of stuff. That's great. And it helps a lot of people. But whenever I'm able to show you guys and y'all's personalities, that's what resonates with other people. And I mean, at the end of the day, I don't think it's a secret that every roofing company can put on a roof, right? Like, I mean,
not everyone.
I was gonna say, whoa.
Well,
I know some that haven't put up any roofs yet.
Most roofing companies put up. I mean, they know that you're a roofing company. They already know that, right? So now they got to see what separates you from the other roofing companies, and the only thing that does that is the personality and the reasons why you do what you're doing. And I mean, it's kind of hard to lie about your personality or why you do what you do, because I mean, that's what keeps you motivated. That's what keeps you there. Like, no one is there, or no one is with Rio Blanco because they love putting roofs on, except for maybe Chuck. Chuck's probably the only one that absolutely.
I'm getting to the point where I don't even love it as much as I used to. I like the content stuff better now. You guys have changed me.
Right. And the reason you like that is because you see that it's helping people, right? You're not doing it for Chuck Allen. You're doing it for the people, for Jeremy and Eric and Josh. Maybe a little bit of Chuck.
These guys are all laughing because they know the truth.
But I mean, like, you didn't become part of Rio Blanco because you wanted to help Chuck only, though, right? You wanted to build something that could help everyone. That's just like me within content creation. What I make, I want to help everyone. It's just I get to make something new every single day, about 15 different times.
Yeah, and you do an amazing job with it. So we're going to start kind of winding down a little bit. We'll go around the horn with final words. I'm going to start down here with Mr. Eric, who has done a tremendous job branding Rio Blanco today on the show. That hat looks amazing. So, Eric, what's your final word for this week? What can we look forward to in the coming week with Rio Blanco Roofing, Tyler, Texas?
I guess just more roofs going up. We're going to have a fun one in Mineola next week, Tuesday. So I guess we'll be live there. We'll probably go live tomorrow. I don't know. I guess I had no other final words.
What do you always say when you go live on your video? What's your tagline, Eric?
Oh, I don't know. I say, take control of your life today, guys. Take control.
There you go. Take control. That's Eric's final word. Take control. Thank you for that, Eric. You're the man. Rolling up here to Jeremy. Jeremy, what's the final word?
Oh, man. Well, for one, we're always looking to grow our team. So that's one thing I want to let everybody know, that we're always looking to grow our team. We've got a good team right now, and waiting for tonight's game. Can't wait for that. America's team's going to take it, Steven.
Woo, go Steelers!
Yeah.
I want it to be a tie so that Travis and David Lucian both get ice bucketed.
That's right. Oh, I forgot. They do have that challenge coming up. Let's go, David.
Someone's going to get iced is what I heard, and I don't even know exactly what that means. But, Steven, will you please explain?
I will explain. So on ASAP Roofing, Nacogdoches, the branch manager is a Dallas Cowboys fan. One of their contractors is a best team in the world Steelers fan. And they've made a challenge for today's Hall of Fame game. Whoever's team loses gets the ice bucket. And little spoiler, we might be keeping it rolling for every single football game this year. For every team.
I'm in for the Buckeyes.
For every team. So
I'm in for the Buckeyes. If they lose, I'll pour ice over my own head.
I'll pick my game every week.
Yeah, same.
And anyways, I mean, who is going to dump ice on David Lucian's head? I don't believe anybody's got the courage to do that. I mean,
I'm not scared either.
I believe David could bench press both of you guys with one arm. So be careful. If you're going to do it, run up behind him like an old football coach and get him.
I'll still do it and just run away real fast.
I was going to say, you only got to be faster than Steven, Eric. So, whoever can get that first trip is going to be the one that gets away. But
Eric, why are you taking your shoes off?
Right. So yeah. That was your final word. Shoop Dog, what do you got? What's going on final word wise for Rio Blanco College Station? And I do want to apologize because I forgot to put the graphic up until like 2 seconds ago. This is still somewhat amateur. One day we're going to be awesome, though.
No, everything is awesome. Commercial. We got a bunch of that coming up for the next week. That's where we're going to end out. We're going to have a lot, moving with that. We got a lot of jobs coming up, so we're going to have a lot more information for you guys next week. But if you guys want to join us, call 833-RIO-ASAP if you'd like to join any one of these offices. And then right above me, RioBlancoRoofing.com.
Boom, keeping it Rio. So before I give Steven the final word, I'm going to do mine here real quick. This is something that's not related to Rio Blanco, but it really truly is. Yesterday, I was given a great opportunity by a good friend of mine, Sean Deidemeyer, with Deidemeyer Brothers Roofing over in Van Wert, Ohio, to stop by and talk with his team for most of the morning. And I just want to shout out Sean. I want to shout out everybody over there. It was a great time that I had. I always love going and talking to people about what we do. And if I could help anybody out even a little bit, that's what the day was worth. But I want to thank Deidemeyer Brothers because, like I said, it's cool that other roofing companies trust us enough to let us come into their office and tell them things that we know that can maybe help expedite their progress as businesses. And I mean, there's no greater compliment than having someone allow you to do that. So that was awesome for me. I know Chase yesterday was doing one over at ASAP as well. That's really the most fun part of what we do. I love teaching people. I love helping people. And I can't thank Sean and his team enough for that. I also do want to give a shout out. We got another comment. It's Xander, who's watching on our YouTube channel, which, by the way, that thing is like straight up HD. What's up, Uncle Chuck? Love the stream. So, Xander, you're the man. I appreciate you. I didn't shoot you out last week. So there you go twice, buddy. I appreciate it. So that being said, we're coming up here. This is now our longest episode ever. I keep doing it so I can watch the look on Eric's face as the clock ticks by. Eric wanted to do like 10 minutes, and it's going to end up being like 4 hours before it's all said and done. So, Steven, how would you like to end episode 6, Keeping It Rio? The floor is yours, my friend. And thank you for being here this evening. I know you've been up and working since like 5 o'clock this morning. So we appreciate you taking the time to be here with us.
Well, since you say that, I have to have an admission. I woke up late today. I did not wake up at 5.
I figured you were going to say I've been taking a nap in the office all afternoon.
No, but yeah. Thanks for having me, dude. Thanks, Eric and Jeremy and Shoot Dog. I guess since we've been talking about creativity today, I'll end it on, just create something new every day. That's all you can do. Just create something new and do what you love. So go Steelers.
Oh, man, we can't ruin it like that. So I'm going to mute Steven. I'm going to say go Browns. And we appreciate everybody watching this evening here at Keeping It Rio. It's been really cool because we get a lot of good feedback from people, too. A lot of people are watching that, have some pretty good stature in our industry and beyond. So I'm not a Cowboys fan, so I can't do much about what Steven's doing right now until, we get into the season.
America's team. It's America's team. Oh, real quick.
I live in America. It's not my team, but go ahead.
I just got a text from Hector. He just closed another deal. So 3 deals in a day. That's awesome. That's a good way to
three in a day for Hector, and he is just an absolute star. I talked with him today for a couple minutes, and just a great guy, someone that goes out and works hard, and we appreciate that, Hector. Congratulations, buddy. You deserve all of it. And I think on that note, we're going to call it a day here at Keeping It Rio. We will see you guys next Thursday, 6 p.m. I'll be back at the Keeping It Rio, RioBlancoRoofing.com studios, and I'm looking forward to that. I've also got a podcast appearance next week on Thursday. I'll be with Joseph Hughes. That's a pretty big one for me, too, so I'm looking forward to that. And, everybody enjoy the week. Go out and be creative, like Steven said, and thank you guys for being here. We appreciate it. Talk to you guys later.